Grim probably would.
Hold
Would
on.
anyone that matters mind?
Grim probably would.
Grim thinks he matters.
Actually, this might be rather hard to burn down. Made of
I
stone.
turned my mic volume up, by the way. Let me know if I'm too loud.
I would recommend everyone check their audio onto stream.
Yeah, I can't get onto the live broadcast on the Twitch app.
Well, it's because we just started.
I've been. It's on my computer.
Test 1, 2.
Testing.
Oh, my sound's a little low.
Tasting. So, new server, new us, new year. Soon enough, anyway. The bats are back.
Maybe.
Shaved
Burned
off
off
all
my
my
fingerprints.
burned off my fingerprints.
With acid.
So we've got a new server. It's up all the time, pretty much. It's
We got other
myself,
people
it's
on it.
Ace, it's Bunny, and it's Grum.
And the Grum is very not nice to the village.
So she says to me, "Why are you hiding your house? Grum's not that bad," she says. He's not that bad.
I might have said that, but I think I was thinking I said he's not that smart.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, the Grum will destroy our lives and think that he's helping.
So before we start streaming, Ace says to me, "Weren't there more villagers?" So I checked the server log.
Yeah.
Somebody decided to have a village raid. Well, no one was around.
He is about getting the glory at the expense of other people's lives. He and the greatest.
I wonder what line of bullshit we're gonna get for that though is the question.
I couldn't help it. They came in and I just started killing them.
The pillagers came in, so I killed the pillagers, the scouts. Like everybody else just leads them away from the village, or
I have them kill each other.
that.
Yeah. That's the only ones you have to worry about, right? The ones with the flags or banners or whatever?
Yep.
Me, big brain.
Him big brain. Grum small brain.
Oh, sunset. Time for bed.
Or is it sunrise?
Hulk like.
I mean, technically it is sunrise on the other side of the planet, but...
Yeah, but it's in the east there and it's in the west for us.
Hulk like big raging brain.
Yeah.
Grum like small, tiny smolder brain.
Well, it's easier to carry in his head. He doesn't have all that upper body strength.
Just let this one fucking. Okay.
Go to restore the fucking village.
Well, lots of beds and lots of bread.
So that's our explanation for the change.
Yeah. And I hated my house. It was a mistake.
And Bun said if we ever go back to that server, she's just going to burn down everybody's house because she hates hers.
I'm only going to burn my house down, you.
Burn down everybody's house because she hates hers.
I'm going to go find the ocean. Maybe we'll... Oh, yeah, we should go look for another village.
Why? We don't need another village.
Alright, then fine, we won't.
Just rebuild that one and Obsidian fucking Grimm's house shut.
Yeah. Well, we don't know where he was. We don't know where he was when he logged off.
No, I like the idea. Let's just build a obsidian block around Grimm's house.
Yeah.
Put a sign in it that says "Behave."
Yeah. Should we put a lantern in so you can read the sign? Should we also teach him how to read so he can read the sign?
So this is the Saturday night stream, Minecraft with a side of podcast. What are we going to talk about tonight?
We got The Witcher.
We got the last episode of Man to Man.
We could talk some video games, maybe.
Also, this is the
Oh,
last weekend of the decade.
Hey,
okay.
hey, hey.
I've got the first subject for us today. For the stream. What is your favorite game of this year?
Mm,
This
The only new,
year?
Yes,
this
this
year.
year.
The only new game I've played this year has been Pokemon Sword. So I guess I'd have to say that's my favorite because I don't.
Of
Yep.
of 2019.
Of 2019. Yeah, Pokemon Sword came out in 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay, then. There we go. That's my thing. That's my answer.
Whew. I'm gonna pick. I've not played The Witcher yet.
Yeah.
That didn't come out this year.
Oh, I'll pick Halo Reach then.
It's new to you, though. That's all that
It's
matters.
new to me. But
I'm kind of. I'm really torn, actually. I. I'm gonna have to say Pokemon, just
Gotta
because
keep
it
them all.
consumes my life,
oh,
and I love it. It's fucking adorable.
He asked me earlier today if I had finished Endgame. I'm like, every time I get on this game, I end up going into Dynamax raids with you, and I don't get to the. I haven't been to the Slumbering World again since before the end of the. I was like,
nice.
yeah,
Very
I'll get
nice.
there eventually. I just gotta wait till he's passed out. But then I go and pass out myself. So.
Yeah, I might have played Pokemon until I passed out earlier today.
Yeah, I might have yelled at him to go to
Twice.
bed.
Twice. The second time there was. Really? Really?
Really what? Really what?
You see us streaming, so you message me on Steam. Dinner.
Huh.
For shame. For shame, dinner.
Dinner. Ah, I busted my butt or my feet.
They're coming to get you, dinner.
We're coming to get you. I know you're referencing Night of the Living Dead, but
Yes, I am.
We're coming to
yeah.
yiff you. Yorf, yorf.
No,
Yorf, yorf. Ooh, ooh.
no, you're
Ooh.
no woo, no
No.
notice bulg.
Notice his bulg. It's too late. I've
Yes.
already noticed about the bulg.
I don't have a bulg.
Okay, so Pokemon is my and Bunny's choice, and Halo Reach is Aces or Waffles or what am I calling you now? Ace Waffle, Waffle Ace.
Waffle Ace, Lord
Waffle.
Waffle Ace.
I like waffle.
All right,
All right,
so that's
waffle,
Waffle's choice. So
waffle.
what's everybody's favorite game that they played this year?
Ooh.
Mm.
Hmm. Are you gonna go for
Mm.
Pokemon?
No, it's my favorite new game for sure.
Hmm.
Pigboat. That's not a game, but I saw your pigboat. Minecraft would definitely always be in my top two.
I completely enjoyed Castle Crashers. That was so fun to play.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I will
You're
abuse
welcome.
them
Yes.
sexually.
All right, I got
I needed to
70
know
pieces of bread. Actually,
that.
you know what?
Ah,
I'd say
it's
my
my
favorite
dog.
game that I've played this year is the one
Uh-huh.
that I've sunk the most hours into. Period.
Pokemon?
Across all platforms, and that's going to be Stardew.
Stardew.
I can see why. Yeah, that's definitely going to be up in my top 10. I'm stealing your fish.
It's definitely
Also,
one
I
of
can
my
see
top
why you
10
settled.
games of all time.
I can see why you settled here since you got a warm ocean in the middle of your swamp.
Yeah, this is my swamp.
Yeah. I wanted to go to the ocean and try and loot some more. Oh shit! I accidentally brought a bunch of iron. I don't want to take it with me in case I die.
Go put it in your
But
house. It's like
oh
3 feet that way.
no, it's a few more feet. I brought you something.
Did you throw something at me?
Yeah, you picked it up. I heard it pop. Maybe I should make a boat.
Gilded
Yeah.
currants.
Yeah, yummy.
Thank you.
I replaced Grim's entire. What the fuck is a farmer doing down here? Is this where the fucking farmer is? That fucking asshole.
The farmer an asshole or the
Oh,
Grum?
I found the farmer. I found the second farmer. He's Grim, the brilliant fucking genius that he is, decided to put him in a hole so he could let him wander around.
Well, maybe that saved his life from Grum's stupidity.
At least the farmer's still alive.
Yep. It's kind of what I said in a roundabout way.
All right, so since this is apparently the end of a decade, which every year technically kind of is the end of a decade if you are arbitrary enough,
Mm,
what's
mm,
everybody's favorite game from 2010 to 2019?
Jesus
hmm.
Christ.
Tippity top, tippity top.
That's a hard one. Uh, I'm just gonna go to my Steam library.
Well, I unfortunately am not much of a
Oh,
game
that's a good one.
connoisseur. I play what you all play.
So what was your favorite?
I don't know. I'd have to. I hate to say it because I can't even run it now. But 7 Days to Die would have been up in there. I enjoyed that,
I would like to play some more
Um,
7 Days to Die.
but I can't run it on my computer.
okay, I'm gonna say Doom 2016.
Brutal.
Mm,
No, just Doom 2016.
I think, hands down, this is the easiest one. Definitely got to be Ark Survival Evolved.
yeah. Shame it's
Uh,
so shittily implemented, huh? Or
I'm
all
joking.
released.
I'm
Yeah.
joking.
Well, I can
Somebody,
understand you
somebody already,
liking it.
somebody else already made the Fallout 76 joke, so I went with Ark.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah, Game Ranks did the Fallout 76 joke for their Game of the Year.
Do you think they'll ever get the hint and make the game
no,
playable?
no, they won't.
Like how many times can they shit on their fans before people realize they're garbage?
Well, I enjoy the core gameplay. It's just that they keep fucking it up worse and worse and worse and worse and constantly
You're making
worse.
you're making it worse.
But what's the other thing? They're also assholes,
Mm,
which definitely helps their case.
uh-huh.
And I've lost my
They
train
are
of
really
thought.
shitty to people that have tried to help them.
Talking about Ark
They
yet?
take
Oh, I
No,
thought
I
you were
thought
talking
we were
about
talking about
Bethesda.
Bethesda. Oh, but
Damn,
I don't know about the makers of Ark.
Bethesda. Bethesda is. I don't
they decided.
even know what the hell's wrong with them now.
All right, what I want to do is I will go ahead and sleep before I leave because sun's starting to set. I'm
I
going to take
fre-
a bed with me,
I freed the farmer. Just so you know.
so that he can get killed
By
Yes,
Grum.
by Grom.
by Grum.
No hesitation. Brutal.
We're aware of logic. We know how it works.
Yeah, I'm going to
I'm gonna
watch the
see if
sunset from my
this is
window.
actually working yet or not.
All right.
It is. All right. Good to know.
I'm in
Good
bed.
to know.
Can we make it mandatory that Grim has to move away from the village?
You can
Make it
try.
mandatory that he learns to thing.
He doesn't.
Anywho,
He won't learn.
so actual game of the decade. I hate to say like Ark would be good if you didn't have to mod the shit out of it for it to be remotely playable.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then Ark might be good. My actual game of the decade. Please don't come for me with the castration scissors. I'm gonna say Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Mm,
I thought that was older than the decade, but I guess not.
11, 11, 11.
Wow. All the memes in less than 10 years. All right, I keep running over freaking lily pads. We'll go back for them.
Complete. I really liked Oblivion over Skyrim.
Fair. Just saying, I could
Skyrim,
play Skyrim probably forever.
Skyrim is very hollow. I don't know. Like there are a lot of RPG elements that I really like, which reminds me that we should play Divinity Original Sin 2. I don't think it's good on computer, but yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Speaking
thinking about getting a job for the census. They're apparently desperate for people in my area. And I
speaking
just
of
need to call
such like
anytime
that,
now. What?
Yes, live it up.
um, forget what it was. Never mind. Don't mind me. My brain's
Uh,
not here. So, on to the actual subject matter of the. Well, are you the I can word. I
maybe.
swear I can word.
Probably.
On to the
I
actual
don't know.
like the other subject matter we were going to talk about tonight.
Which one first, Mandalorian or because we'll have less to say about that since we've covered the rest of the season or The Witcher.
So beware of spoilers for the Manny Man, the Baby Yoda show, guest starring the Manny Man,
Yeah.
the Manly Man.
Adventures in
He
Baby
has a
Singing.
name now. I can't remember that. I'm sorry.
Adventures in Baby. No one can remember his name.
Yeah, but I'm sorry about the. I hope you don't mind. I had run over a bunch of lily pads.
I just don't make it obvious that somebody's living here.
Well, then we'll better take those off. You can do that. All
Oh,
right.
thanks for
Well,
making more work for me.
yeah, it's so much work. Just run over them with your boat.
Yeah. Anyway, beware spoilers from here on out if you haven't seen The Mandalorian episode 8.
Uh, yeah.
Definitely want to binge watch them with Grum and make him talk about them
Next time.
next
Yeah.
Nutwing stream.
Yeah. If we can get him to sit down long enough,
I've
you'll
got
never hang out with me.
somebody can get a taser, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't want. So anyway, the episode 8 of the Mandy Man. Episode
Yeah.
7 ended on a cliffhanger.
Mm.
I hate cliffhangers.
Episode 8 started with our scout troopers coming back with Baby Yoda in a bag.
Yeah, because they
And they were
bitched.
mean to Baby Yoda.
And they got what they deserved.
As you pointed out, Nex, it was very
Oh, shit.
season one
Hold on
Reverse
just a
Blue.
second.
Yeah, very much was. Very much. It was a funny exchange. Taika Waititi is a great director, great writer. He's the one that directed the
Mm.
episode. So he's good at that. He did Thor Ragnarok too, so
Alright,
he knows what he's doing. He knows how to mix action and humor properly. This was
that's good.
definitely a lot more action than it was humor, but we got that little moment of levity before it all kicked off, and I gotta say, I got exactly what I was hoping for at the beginning of that episode.
Oh, das ist gut.
Doors are still holding back water.
So, what did everybody
Okay.
think of the beginning of the episode?
It was interesting. I think they were mean to Baby Yoda, as you said.
And then
Yes,
all of a
I
sudden, we
did.
got some IG-11 action,
Yeah.
and he just kicks their asses in.
Mm. Well, they were mean to Baby Yoda. That's what they
I am
get.
doing as I am programmed. I
You've
am
been
now a
here.
nurse droid.
Yeah. You've been to this pirate wreck, haven't you?
Yep,
I'm going out further.
I've been to two of them out there,
Well, I'm going to go out after them, so
where I got
some more.
3 treasure maps to the same fucking treasure.
It happens.
So, And then we get this scene where IG-11 steals a speeder bike and heads into town
Yeah.
to protect by murdering the shit out of a shitload of
He's
stormtroopers.
basically a high-speed turret. High
I like
speed
that.
mobile turret.
All while protecting Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yes, I like the
That
Mandalorian.
tricked me into thinking that was a fucking um
And was it Moff Gideon, yeah?
human. Yeah,
Yeah,
Moff
Moff
Gideon.
Gideon.
Brings out the Gatling gun, tells him, I'll give you till sundown.
And then comes IG-11.
And in comes IG-11.
All hell breaks loose.
And all the while, Moff Gideon's walking around the battlefield like nothing's happening, like he can just do whatever he wants to, I guess.
Mm,
I wonder if there's a reason for that.
yeah. But we will
Like,
get to that. We need to
considering the spoilers at the end there, I think maybe he has earned the ability to walk around the battlefield like a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also evil.
Well, he's an evil badass.
Yeah, I know. You can be an evil badass. I just prefer the non-evil ones.
And then the Mandy Man steals their Gatling gun and turns it on them, but he stands too close to a red barrel.
Yeah. And he gets shot in the back of the head. And I don't know whether that
Beskar.
the Beskar, if the blaster breached it or what, because he had an injury into the back of his head.
That was from the impact of the impact of the explosion.
Ah, because he acted like he got his bell rung when he got hit.
Probably a little bit. But the
I should have
Beskar
brought
is
a flashlight.
very good at deflecting blaster
Yeah,
fire.
maybe the Beskar got weakened by the close range
So
blaster
I take
shot.
it that I take it that the Beskar alloy has a high melting point, right?
Probably.
Like,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
you saw there was a part where, well, we'll get to
We'll
that.
get there.
We'll get to that.
because it's resistant to lightsabers.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. And when that stormtrooper fell in into that
That was what we were going to get to.
ah, well, here we
We're
are.
getting a little ahead, I think.
Yes.
But no, go ahead.
Well, that stormtrooper would have melted into paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know how deep the forge is, but I don't imagine it's as deep as he is tall. And he fell in and just yeah.
Yep.
Indeed.
But so
So
yeah, that's a little ahead of where we
Only a little.
so the Mandy
are.
Man gets his bell rung. He gets a bit exploded. They pull back into the building.
He's
Cara Dune's
bleeding.
blasting bitches like a badass. He's bleeding. He's gonna die because he's too much of a fucking Mandalorian to take his goddamn helmet off in front of other people.
Yeah. So
So
he sends him on ahead.
IG-11 smashes the sewer grate in so they can get into
The sewers where the other Mandalorians had been hiding.
the morale. Is that what's in the sewers?
Oh,
Morale,
oh,
morale.
oh, oh, oh. I just found a fort. Where the raiders come from, a fortress.
Raider Fort.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
in
save
the
the
desert.
location. Save the location. We can read it later.
Yes. We will raid the
I will take a
Raiders.
I will take a screenshot after I get a little bit closer.
So after the IG blast their door open, they all go in, and it's a sad moment. They're gonna leave the Mandalorian behind. The Mandalorian pulls a gun on IG-11. IG-11's like, "I will heal you."
And he's like,
No,
I can't take
no
my helmet
living thing
off.
has seen my face since I took the oath, and I am no
And
living thing, you jackass.
IG-11 points out the obvious. I'm not a living thing,
And I think
and takes his helmet off.
this helps with the robo racism, I guess, a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, we get to
I mean,
see
that's
Pedro Pascal's pretty face, and he sprays him down
no.
with some Bacta.
I say he wasn't so pretty at that moment because of the injury, but yeah.
I see. I read a lot of people shitting on Bacta, but Bacta is that level in
I'm making
canon.
a sa-
Like
I'm
Bacta
making a
is the
safe
shit.
making a safe space to hide, and then I will get into bed.
It's usually a Bacta dip for huge injuries, but
He had a spray.
he had the spray, and I'm gonna assume the spray is a bit more potent than the
He had
usual.
damage to his processors, remember?
Yes,
So yeah, he need.
Yeah. He had the brain damage. All right, I'm in bed in a dark
absolutely no
hole.
brain damage. Emma, pajamas. No brain pajamas. I'm in bed.
Mm.
And of course, this leads them down the Mandalorian tunnels where they find the armor of a bunch of dead Mandalorians.
Yeah, and everyone's sad. It's sadness time.
Where the Imperials decided they didn't like a Mandalorian group in their town that they've just taken. Being shitty Imperials to the Mandalorians again, of course, as usual. And we get the Forge Mistress giving our Mandalorian his sigil, which is the anybody?
Whatever that horned thing. I can't remember what
The
it's called.
Mudhorn.
Mudhorn. So,
And tells him your job is to take care of the foundling.
yep,
You
you're his
you
father until you find his people.
she took off her helmet, revealing the fact that she was indeed Maury Povich, and said, "You are the father."
Yeah,
I
confuse people
I
with
I entertain me.
comedy.
I
I need to
entertain
find.
me.
I need to find and eat food. I forgot to bring food. I have one uncooked fish.
So yeah, she's just chilling there until she salvages all the armors. She also
Yeah,
gives Mr.
they
Mando
don't listen.
a brand spanking new jetpack and reloads
Yeah,
his
didn't
ordnance,
have any charges, so
which is handy.
yeah.
And they all head out. A bunch of stormtroopers come, and they forget the first rule of battle: never, ever, ever have a close quarters fight with a blacksmith. They will kick your ass. They will also break everything you own, and then your
And they will also
bones.
throw you into a forge.
And then she threw a stormtrooper into the melty forge.
Actually, I kind of think the stormtrooper tripped into it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He melted now.
Yeah, he did.
He's puddle now.
Yeah,
That was a
that's
pretty
interesting.
badass fight scene too. So,
Yes.
like, pretty much all the fight scenes were tip top. Especially when we thought they were going to gun their way out of town with all the like death troopers and stormtroopers
Hmm.
and Gideon. That is his name, right?
Different
Gideon.
thing. I think so. Yeah.
Good night. So they hop on board a lava ferry and head out to escape. Anybody else want to take it from here?
IG-11's like, the Mandalorians realizes with his special vision goggle things, or his helmet has that heat vision, that they're heading into an ambush, and the droid won't stop. So the woman shoots him. I can't remember names like you can. That's why I'm not good at telling stories.
Kyra Dunn.
Um, Cara Dune. But anyway, she shoots the droid, but they're in a lava river and it's not going to stop. So IG-11's like, you need to take the baby and take care of it because I can't. My primary function is to take care of the baby, but my programming, I can't be captured, so I must destroy myself. And the Mandalorian gets all teary. Well, not teary eyed because you can't see him, but he's like,
His
you
visor
can't
fogs
do
up a
it.
little.
And the IG-11 says, you don't need to be sad. I'm not a living thing, and it's in my programming. And he's like, I'm not sad. He said, I'm a nanny droid. I can tell you're sad. I analyzed your voice.
And he did sound sad.
And so IG-11 jumps into the lava, and you can see it's damaging him. And he just wades to out to the opening of the tunnel,
Well, it's
and
he was 30% Dolomite.
yeah, and and he's like, I cannot be captured. I must destroy. And he has a charge in his chest, and it comes out, and everyone and the stormtroopers are like,
Oh fuck.
no, oh fuck, and then boom, and they're all dead.
Yes.
But so is
And someone else,
IG-11.
yeah, and that's sad. But he fulfilled his purpose, and he also helped Mando see that not all droids are bad, and it's not how they're made, but who
We also get some
programs
backstory
them.
on the Mandalorian from when he was,
Yeah,
a foundling. His
yeah.
village was being just attacked by what looked like Federation,
FedEx.
Confederate Trade Confederation destroyer droids,
Mhm.
and he's rescued by a group of Mandalorians that just fuck their
Mhm.
shit up, and he's
Yeah. Too bad
jetpacked
they
off
didn't
to
come
safety.
in. Too bad they didn't come in like 60 seconds earlier. He would have still had parents.
Yep, tragic. So anyway,
Yeah.
they're exiting the lava flow. They're about to get out, and who should come on his little fucking TIE fighter but Moff Gideon?
All right.
And
And compare how they.
we get a realistic person versus TIE fighter fight.
Yeah, which means lots of danger, not like someone just jumping in midair and slicing off a wing and then coming out completely unscathed. I just caught another name tag. Yay. Now you need to go catch that calico cat and catch a wolf so that we can
Yep.
name them Yennefer and Geralt.
That's spoilers for the next part of the podcast.
I don't think it'll hurt anyone.
So yeah, the TIE fighter fight. They realize they can't really shoot down a TIE fighter with what they have. Which,
Hmm.
if only somebody had thought to bring a bow and arrow. I mean, they could have just.
Yeah.
He would have been
And
nothing.
it's space. No, no, no. They
Oh,
needed the
they
space
would need
horses
the space
too.
horses too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they have to worry about feeding them.
See, now
The Blurgs would have eaten the space horses, so.
I did mention, that early on that this episode, 16 minutes of this fucking episode, were better than the entirety of the Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
And this continues to be the case even now because, like, they're ground forces up against the TIE fighter. Cara Dune's got a big fucking, like, heavy machine gun,
Yep.
and she can't even take down the TIE fighter. But some asshole on a space horse with a fucking bow and. Ugh,
Yep. Oh, that's
I'm
because it was in the vacuum of space. If it had been on the
clearly.
inside, oh yeah, they're also on fucking horses in the vacuum of space. That's really great. I think they were supposed to be high up in an atmosphere, but still,
Even if they were high up in the atmosphere, they'd be
they couldn't have
choking.
breathed unless they don't need to breathe. Maybe those space horses and those space
They would have also
people,
been frozen.
yeah.
But we'll.
Feelings don't do well in
Mm.
what?
The Mandalorian's so much better than the movies now. That's.
Yes. I agree.
So anyway, he gives a little burst of the jetpack to get up in the air, and he harpoons it with his grapple.
Grappling hook. Mm.
And he gets to the TIE fighter, and he's trying to shoot through it with his blaster, and he can't shoot through it with his blaster because it's not a bow and arrow. It's not a sharpened stick.
Yeah.
And he realizes he can't shoot through it, and Gideon's doing some shit to throw him off. So he's on the wing, and he's got one of his detonators, and the G-force of it like forces his arm back and forces out of his hand and
And
explodes in the
it's
air behind him, and we get a
mm,
realistic sense of fucking how this
peril.
should be. Peril, yeah.
Yeah.
But he
It's
gets the
like
last two detonators on the
he's not
thing.
he's not basically Jesus,
He's
like
not
space
Space
Jesus.
Jesus. So he gets the detonators on the thing. He jumps off. He jetpacks down. The wing blows up, and it goes poof into the sand, which it doesn't explode like Kylo Ren's
Yeah.
TIE fighter did. Explode, ball of fire, rolling death.
But he is
None of
magic,
that.
so.
It crash lands. You can tell it's a crash landing, not a crash crash.
Hmm.
By the poofs and
Jawas are
whatnot.
kind of scrapping around, and all of a sudden,
And no, we
phew.
have a very real quick like wrap up of oh, everything's gonna be fine here,
Hmm.
and you're welcome to come back when you're done doing your duty. And he's like, I cannot come back. I must do my duty.
Yeah.
That was the weak part
Would
of the
you,
episode.
one moment. Would anyone mind if I killed Grimm's flock of chickens? Like,
Uh,
he's starting to pile up. But there's one, two,
Go ahead. No,
four.
I don't care. Just
If you
make
wanna
sure there's some.
if you
I
wanna
think
thin the
11.
herd a little bit, go for it.
There's
Yeah.
like 11 here.
Yeah.
If he asks what happens to the chicken, we'll reply with what happened to our villagers.
Hmm. You're a dumbass then, is what we'll reply with.
Pretty much, yeah. So then we get to the end of the episode where it goes to the Tie Fighter, the Tie Fighter crash, and the Jawas are already there doing Jawa stuff. And what do we get?
Phew, when you hear a lightsaber and you're like, what? That's can't. What's that noise? And then a black with white outline light blade is like welding through the side of the TIE fighter to let him out. Oh, it's getting dark. Are
And
we sleeping?
anyone with any knowledge of Mandalorian lore just ejaculated all over the place, right, Ace?
Yeah.
I'm a noob to it, so I
Dark
didn't
Because
saber.
know.
he uses the dark saber to cut his way out of the fucking wreckage.
Hell yeah.
What kind of salmon?
Okay, now about the dark saber.
I'm in bed.
I'm getting there.
I reread about some data about the dark saber, and it was created by someone called Vizsla. Vizsla, I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, essentially he was a Mandalorian Jedi, and he left the Order to, I don't know, maybe just hated the Jedi, but yeah, he left the Order.
All right.
Those fucking
I'm in bed.
space wizards.
Good morning.
And
And
the last we knew of it, it was in the possession of Mandalore, yeah? The leader of the
I
Mandalorians.
don't think so. I'm not sure.
Also, they clarified that Mandalorians aren't a race; it's a creed.
Because
Yes.
after Vizsla died, the Jedi Order took the blade back, kept it stored away. Then it was stolen by Vizsla's ancestors, I believe, and then yeah, it
Alrighty.
just kind of got lost.
Now we know where it is.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see. I mean, really cool. Like, at first I
Very.
thought he was just cutting his way out with, like, a laser cutter or something, and then I saw it fully, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I know.
So what would everybody rate this episode?
I liked it.
4 out of 5.
Alright, so Ace gives it a 4 out of 5 out of 10. Bunny gives it an I liked it out of 10.
What do numbers do? I mean, they're just so arbitrary.
Numbers are
Oh,
arbitrary, yes. I
People
liked it.
like numbers.
People like numbers, that's true. I'd definitely give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Somewhere in that range. The pacing hurt a little bit.
I don't know. I think it wasn't too bad, especially when we've already, got our character development out of the way and whatnot. We know who everyone is. And it's the second half of an episode, so it's like the climax to the previous episode rather than, an entire standalone story.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. That's yeah, yeah, yes.
So what do we all think of The Mandalorian as a series, first season as a whole?
I love it.
I'm glad that they did it, and I'm glad that Disney kept their hands away from it as much as possible. And the people that direct the movies would not hurt to take a note out of their book. but they won't.
Now, what Roundhead Johnson spoiled for The Mandalorian was the fact that Baby Yoda was still around in season 2.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's not that big a spoiler. You could tell that it's probably gonna go that way, but
Yeah.
still, dickhead move.
No, it's because he's just jealous because it's
Yay.
better
Yes.
than, yeah.
Everything's better than what he did.
Your Star Wars is better than my Star Wars.
Maybe actually try to
Ev-
tell a fucking story instead of
ev-
like Mary Sue, the Chronicles of Mary Sue.
Everything's better than what he did. He just did wrong. That's all he did. So, can't wait for season 2.
Yeah.
I know they're already filming it, so hopefully we'll get it before sometime in the next 5 years. Weep, weep, Witcher, weep, weep. Uh, so do we want to move on to The Witcher?
Yeah, we can do that.
Certainly.
So we binge watched The Witcher over the course of 2 days ish, 2 separate days.
Hmm. Now even Grum got in on that one,
Even
and
Grum
then
got in
talked
on
over,
that one, and then
and
yeah,
then talked over, and he's like an episode and a half in before us, and he's like trying to explain it to us while we're trying to listen to the
Oh,
dialogue.
that's rough.
I am the greatest. All right. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. I liked it. I have no background. I don't know anything about the series, the books, or the games.
I'm getting.
But and it was confusing at times. They had a weird thing with the timelines going on. I don't know if that's spoilers because they don't make it clear from the beginning.
also spoilers for the first season of The Witcher from here on out.
Yep. Um.
I also did not know anything about the books or the game.
Yeah.
I have owned all 3 games for some time, never played any of them.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah,
From what I know, you're probably gonna spend a lot of time in The Witcher 3.
probably yes.
It's like Skyrim, but on steroids and like better quality.
It's like if Skyrim was made by competent developers.
Hmm.
What could have been? Alrighty. So now that everybody listening knows or watching knows that we don't either or knows that we don't have any background in The Witcher,
Hmm.
Hey, I'm getting there. I'm reading.
Ace is getting there, Waffle's getting there.
Hmm. Waffle could
So
be our guide for the
I
future.
I really liked it.
Yes,
Hmm.
so do I.
I did. It was good. The pacing is one my major thing because it was made it confusing.
The pacing made it the the three there. It's
Three
basically
different
three
stories.
stories from 3 different timelines until they converge.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes.
confusing as fuck until you realize what's going on.
Yeah, about halfway through the seasons when you are confirmed that
But
it's three different timelines. This is where two of the timelines meet up.
but when everything comes together, it all makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this is something you need to watch all the episodes, you need to pay attention and
Yeah. Don't start in the middle. Don't make snap judgments.
get off your phone. Instagram doesn't need you for a couple hours. Just
Yeah.
pay attention.
Also, Henry Cavill, almost didn't recognize him. I didn't recognize him until I said it was him.
Henry Cavill fucking killed it as The Witcher.
I think
Yes.
he, I think he was so burnt out on Superman that it made him act poor. Like
Yeah,
his quality of acting went way down. He just maybe I don't even think he
like
liked being in it at all. Like from the
in
first movie,
in the Justice League, you could definitely tell he was just sick
he
of
was
it.
done. Yeah.
Apparently, he really enjoys The Witcher, though.
Well, apparently at the end of they had to do reshoots for the Justice League, and he had grown a mustache, and he refused to shave it because he had it for
Mission
what was
Impossible.
it, Mission Impossible, and they just CGI'd his upper lip.
Yeah. So back to The
Uh,
Witcher, which
yeah.
fucking Henry Cavill killed it as The Witcher. Gotta say
Mhm.
that much. I had my concerns, but they were gone very quickly. That's
Mhm.
one of the things everybody pretty much agrees on. Even the writer of the books and CD Projekt Red are like, yeah, he's the Witcher. He's Geralt or
Yeah.
Geralt or
Geralt. I don't
Geralt.
know.
It's
Geralt.
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 So yeah, he definitely did great at that. Yennefer, the actress that played
Mhm.
Yennefer,
I like Yennefer.
Oh,
again, a lot of people had doubts. They went away very quickly.
yeah. I wasn't sure if she was going to be a villain or not. Watching her progression, she'd be like, if she had become a villain, it'd be like a sympathetic villain. Definitely. I found a village. Ah, I fell. It's a
So
half on a mountain village.
our first introduction is him fighting the big spidery man thing,
Yeah.
fighting Spider-Man.
I forgot what it's called.
Me too.
It's a spider.
It was good. Like that first episode, especially the fight scene at the end of it in the marketplace,
Hmm.
was great. I just kind of wish he fucking gutted that damn wizard,
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. It's a Kimura.
Kikimora.
Yeah. That's who fights in the swamp. So I've not gotten too far in the books, but they're like I found out they're going to be like lots of little details that don't truly matter too much. They're going to change between the books and the TV series, but that's normal, I guess.
Yeah, that's normal. I mean, look at Game of Thrones.
Mm,
Speaking of which, that last season debuted this year. Do we want to talk about that? No? Okay.
fuck what they
Oh,
did.
everyone knows about Game of Thrones now that cares, or
Oh
that
my
would have
god, they
cared if they'd done a better job. Wow,
fucked
this
that
is a
up so
weird
hard.
village. Yes, they did. I can sleep. I am in a bed.
Okay, so we've
I
got a
can only
baby.
sleep at night. Oh
I'm
boy,
watching you, Cat.
seeds.
Yeah, it's going to take time to rebuild 5 fucking villages, but hey.
As it do.
Villagers can lay in bed before sunset. Mm. I will let you know when I'm in bed.
As am I. So that first episode, what do you think? Let's start with the first episode. What do we think of the first episode?
Well, it was very actiony from the beginning.
That fight scene at the market was amazing.
Mm.
Like I love the way they built Geralt's character of like they're lesser evil, greater evil. It's all evil.
Yeah, yeah. And also, the person who claimed to be the lesser evil, not the lesser evil.
You
And
know,
that's obvious quickly.
we still don't know for sure.
Well, I feel like he drove her to what she became.
Very much
Yeah.
so. But there still is the chance that she could have been like the servant of Lilith.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. So essentially, what her story is like essentially Snow White, just retold. Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of that going on, I suppose. But
Yeah, a lot of
um,
the story I'm told is based on folklore.
the
Found a compass.
uh, the wizard
And,
really pushed like her out.
Feels like one of
hmm.
those things that would be a self-fulfilling prophecy on his part.
Yeah.
Should I take a cartography table or leave it?
Do
So
you
we,
need a cartography table?
I don't know. You can make maps with it, I
You can
think.
make them, though, I think.
Okay, then. I will leave it. But I stole a compass and two blank maps. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to save them.
Okay.
All right. Continue. Sorry.
I forgot the lady's name. Do,
Yellow cat.
do you remember?
Renfrey.
Renfrey.
Renfrey, that's it. Renfrey is princess.
Cat!
and essentially, her stepmother, because her father remarried, got her kicked out, and essentially used the eclipse curse thing as an excuse, and used the wizard to just harass her a lot, and like got her cursed and all that shit. It's like horrible. Not that she's any better, but
Well,
I hear
she
kitty.
became.
like,
Or you talk
it
about her
does go
mother.
further. Her mother's a bitch, but no, I think she informed the wizard about it, and yeah, the wizard like got all stuffy.
If I have made it with a woman, inform the wizard.
I don't know, but wizards are complete assholes apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's definitely not a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lagging out apparently because nothing's moving.
Maybe it's because I'm so far away.
Especially when we see him later.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, my fishing pole broke.
Tragic.
It was enchanted.
Tragic. Alright.
So the first episode was Tippity Top.
Yes.
The second episode. What was the second episode again?
Oh, was that the one
Is
with
that
the
the one
Oh,
where he
Striga?
meets the bard?
Or was that the
sec-
Bard or the Striga?
second episode was the Bard,
Strigger.
and
Strigger was after that.
second episode was the Bard, and boy, Ray Bunny, that sounds racist.
What?
The way you said that,
The rigger?
the Strieger,
Strigger. Oh, Strigger. I can't remember. I
Striga.
don't. Striga. Well, pardon me for having
Close my door so I'm not
mispronounced.
interrupted by kitties
Yeah.
trying to pee on the bed.
Striga. I
So
don't know
the
how to
second
pronounce these
episode
things.
was Yennefer.
Mm. Yeah. Well, it had back and forth,
Right.
but yeah, it was mostly there was a parallel with that was the Striga then, because there's a parallel. I noticed the parallel. Or wait,
Striga is later.
later. Yeah. Okay. There is a thing with the Yennefer's important part of Yennefer's story with the Striga episode also.
Yes, we're getting to that when we get
I
to it.
know. I just don't know what order things are in. I don't.
It's the way the timelines went. That's but yeah.
Yeah. It
So
makes it hard to keep things straight.
this was the introduction to Yennefer being bought from her family for was it 4 marks?
4 marks. Yeah.
Less than half a pig.
Yeah.
She gets her introduction to what you call it. I forget the
I
place.
can't remember.
All right, nobody else gonna say anything
I'm,
about it?
I'm
Um,
well. Apparently,
I
every time I
really
open my mouth, I say something horrible.
I really like the fight between Geralt and the Striga.
We're not there yet.
Damn it! I don't know. I'm getting messed up.
This was the Bard and the elves.
Oh yes, the most popular song from The Witcher series.
Yeah. Toss a coin to
That
your
origin.
witcher.
Pass a review to your Witcher.
Throw a sock full of quarters to your witcher. Oh wait, that's also later.
Mm.
Uh, so this is pretty much Yennefer's introduction to being magical in this one.
Yeah.
She's a magical girl.
Also, she's a hunchback with she's got a twisted spine,
Yes.
and so people aren't nice to her. And that's how she finds out she has magic. She gets pinned down by two teenagers that were making out and caught her in the barn. And she freaks out, and then next thing you know, she's in a tower with some sorcerer apprentice or something.
Yes. And we also get introduced to her classmates and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the Witcher establishes that he is in fact not human.
Yeah.
Everybody's so chatty tonight.
Yeah. Well, and
My brother's streaming music, so now my internet's been cut.
Ah.
Yes, it's that bad.
Need more kiwis.
right on
Trans.
Need
treadmills.
more keys on treadmill. Oh,
Yes. I thought they come to your house, they pick up your internets, and they fly away to the next internet post.
yes,
Yeah. The
that's how it
Internet
feels.
Express. The Kiwi Express.
Yes.
So that village was garbage, kinda.
So episode 2 was
Village.
more exposition.
All my favorite.
They even make an
But
exposition joke in it.
yeah, exposition though can be done well. You know.
There's a lot of world building,
So,
Yeah.
but it was done well.
actually, when you first, uh, what were you going to say?
But I said it was done well.
Oh, when you first heard Consequently Witcher, did you catch the Elf on the Shelf meme?
No, I did not.
I didn't.
I did.
Terrible, just terrible. And episode 3, that was the Striga, yeah?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Was it 3 or 4?
That was 3.
Okay. Because it's also Yennefer's transformation.
Yes.
Because it happened at the same time as, like, they intercut between the Striga fight and
Is that
it.
really episode 3? Had to
I
have been.
feel like, yeah, it was episode 3. Episode 4 is where Geralt
Yeah,
meets, or goes to the court
meets
with,
his future.
yeah. I hope I'm going the right way.
So episode 3, we're introduced to the Striga, which is... That is a wild story is what that one is.
Yeah.
I guess you're not allowed to have high fantasy without
Yes.
rampaging incest.
Yeah. Brother and sister in love, jealous, courtesan put a curse on them. Girl, princess was pregnant, with brothers or king's incest seed, and the girl died, and her infant was born post-mortem as a striga.
Yep.
And Geralt came to save the day after it killed lots and lots of people and ate their innards. I found another village.
Just their
This
liver
one's a
and
little
heart.
bit. Yeah, just liver and heart.
You can live without those.
Yeah. And the gaping hole in your belly and chest.
Yes, I am in bed.
I'm heading to a building so that I can get safely into bed.
That was a good one. That was a good episode. The fight with the monster was cool. The
All right,
monster itself was cool.
Oh,
we're gonna cover Yennefer's deal.
Yennefer's transformation was...
Painful looking.
I think my favorite scene during the Striga fight was when Geralt was using that wind spell to push the Striga back.
Yeah.
He stops the spell on the inside.
All right, I'm in bed. Hmm.
that was mean.
Where's the smoker?
That one was.
So yes. Then Yennefer's transformation into a beauty and her stealing her position at court.
Yeah, which was a huge mistake.
Apparently.
There's a kitty cat inside this building. I heard it.
They, okay, I can't hear.
Oh, it's a calico.
It'd be
Damn it.
nice if they could stop streaming fucking music.
I don't have any fish.
You're also a million
No.
miles away.
I know. Well, I'm at negative. Yeah, I'm negative 2,000 something. Oh, I want it. I won't get it though. Beauty.
So that was an intense episode, cutting the Striga fight together with Yennefer's transformation.
Yeah, very bloody, by the way. Oh,
Yeah.
and she had to sacrifice her womb in order to gain beauty.
Yeah, there was a plot hole right there. She says later on she didn't have a choice, but she very clearly had the choice.
Yeah, well, she felt, I think she might have felt she didn't have the choice because
Oh
of
yeah,
her situation. She felt like she was betrayed by everybody, and she felt her only way to protect herself was by taking what she wanted. It was stupid. It was foolish. I just accidentally placed my bed up high, and oh, there it is.
although she does make a good point later on, much later in the series, that like everyone quotes an asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there's a baby villager. You can stand there.
I don't know what she was expecting. Then,
Mm,
it's episode 4. We get the fairy tale.
yeah.
Geralt goes to court to protect Mr. Bard from
From his own stupidity,
his
because
own
he can't.
stupidity because he can't keep his trout in
Yeah.
trout from swimming up the wrong streams.
Yeah. Let me see. What should I get rid of?
Probably the weakest of the
Oh.
episodes, but it wasn't
Yeah.
unentertaining. It was still fun.
Yeah. Well, it's also history. It shows how he became entangled in this whole thing with the other character we haven't even addressed. However, I don't remember how to say his name.
Yeah, Siri.
Siri.
Mm.
Oh,
And she's a princess, also. Lots of princesses and whatnot. So he goes to court where a princess and a warrior queen are holding a party, and the
It's
whole
for
point of it
her
is
to
for her to
be,
get a husband. Yeah,
yeah,
for the princess.
for the princess to get all husbanded up.
Yep. You can keep your weeds.
I will keep my weeds.
I was talking to the villager. I'm stealing their stuff, and then I'm going to move on. I think I've gone all the way around the village. This one's better than the last one. I got some bread and some
So,
cooked cactus.
so in the story, a young knight saves the king's life.
And is promised, what was it
The
called?
the right of surprise. Yeah,
No, it's something else.
the something of
law,
surprise. Law of
law.
surprise.
The law of surprise. Yeah, that's right.
He can claim that which the king has but does not yet know,
Yeah.
expecting an extra crop or a puppy or
And the
something.
king comes back to find out that he's had a daughter.
That his wife's, yeah, gonna either had or is about to have a daughter.
And then so that makes him pretty old compared to her. He's old enough to
And,
save the king.
well, I think there's a reason for that. It's probably got to do with his curse.
Yeah.
But he meets the king's daughter eventually after the king dies when he comes to, fate kind of brings them together.
Yeah, he didn't want to meet her. He was going to walk away from the law of surprise and not claim it. But they met. He had a curse, but after the clock chimed two, he looked normal. But
Something like
before
that,
that,
I
he
don't know.
was. Yeah, that's what I remember. The clock hasn't chimed two
12th,
yet, but he looked
12th,
normal.
12th chime.
12th chime. Okay. I don't
So
remember. But
they met at some point in time. She knew about his curse. They fell in love,
they banged, and then she woke up, and he was a porcupine.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
But so he comes to court to claim his bride.
because he loves her and she loves him, and he doesn't want her marrying. He doesn't love.
So he exposits all this, and
Then there's a
the
big
queen the
fight.
queen's like, no. And so a
Even
fight ensues, and she goes to stab him, and her daughter gives out a yell,
magic.
and next thing you know they're in a magic hurricane for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And Geralt comes to his aid, of course, because he's a good guy, Geralt.
Mm,
Good boy.
And after he knocks them, he and the other wizard knock them out of the sky, saving everybody and them, I guess.
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you saved my life. I must repay you somehow." And Geralt's like,
And
"I'll
then
I'll take
Geralt's
the law
stupid.
the law
He
of
does a dumb.
surprise."
And then all of a sudden, the
She,
princess throws up, and they're like, "Oh, she's got morning sickness."
you pregnant?
Fuck.
And Geralt's like, "Fuck."
And then he leaves, and he's told never to come back, but he does eventually. Ahead. That's jumping.
Of course he does. Of course he would.
I found another village. That's 3. This one's better than the last one too. This one's semi on the ocean.
And all
Let's
this
get
time
going.
we don't really get a clear view of the passage of time, except for the fact that we've seen all these people pretty much die already
Yeah, but and I was like, she's dead, and he's like, no, and I'm like, that's the queen,
in
and he's
Ciri's
like,
storyline.
yeah, basically that's the beginning of her story because that's she's developing in her mother's womb.
Ciri's storyline is really kind of weak.
Yeah, there's not much they could do with it, was there? Oh, there's a white kitty cat.
Not really.
Hey, kitty.
Her storyline's weak, kind of drawn out.
Mhm.
They do a little more world building with it, but it's not really. It's like we've talked about 4 episodes and not actually mentioned her yet.
Yeah, that's because there's not
So
much to her story.
yeah,
She's a princess.
he thought
She's not just any normal princess either.
like the whole time we're watching it, I couldn't help but think she looks strange,
Yeah.
and it's because they were trying to de-age her a little bit. So they kept like a very light filter on her and had her hair out all the time.
Mhm.
Anywho, episode 5 is when Geralt is fishing for a djinn to
So
be
he could
able to
sleep.
sleep.
He's having the guilt insomnia.
And of course, the bard, Spoony Bard, shows up and fucks things up.
And a djinn attacks him, and his throat swells up, and he's coughing up blood. And Geralt feels guilty.
So he got to save him. So he takes him to. Yes. I just caught him ending book.
Yay.
So he takes him to an elf medic
Then he
who
can't help.
who says, "I can't help. This is a magically inflicted wound. You're going to need to find yourself a wizard." And it's like, "Is there a wizard nearby?" No, no, there's no wizards except for that one in that town that we're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
So they go to see they're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, and
They find a sex party.
they find a huge orgy.
Oh, wait. Yeah, tell him about the she was selling
Oh yeah,
boner
she was selling boner magic
potions.
prior to this.
Yeah.
Not even potions, boner magic.
Yeah. She did a spell, and
She
an older
a,
couple.
a guy who couldn't get it up was like, "Oh, I'm having equipment failure. Can you help us?" And she casts level 99 cock of the ultimate.
And she's like, pick a word. When you utter this word, the spell will end. And
So
the woman
kumquat.
says, "Kumquat."
It's like you've arrived at that rather quickly.
Yeah, she had been thinking about it or something. I don't know.
I actually wonder if it's not a problem with this junk. That's more of just
Psychological.
Well,
no better
I
said
don't
than
know, but
done.
I hear a zombie, so I'm getting in bed as soon as I can. And my screen is frozen.
Then we get the scene that broke 1,000 critics, the orgy scene. There are a lot of titties in The Witcher. I know I heard somebody mention that, but there's a lot of titties in The Witcher. That was a thing in the game too.
Okay, I had and
Like I don't know that much about it, but I mean, there's titties. I'm in bed.
I missed everything you said, but I'm sure I
Happy sex.
There was a lot about titties.
titties. Oh, she fixes
Good talk.
What?
I think we
I don't know.
lost her
You keep
again.
cutting out.
Oh, this is going well then.
Yes. Yes, it is.
As it does. Ain't even waste waiting here.
So yeah, I'm just wondering if it's not, a problem with this junk animal, like, uh,
More brain problem, less a peen problem.
no. Oh, fucking hell.
You got the lags.
Yeah, I'm lagging so fucking hard.
I don't think you're the only one. We lost Bun. Oh, wow, you're in the red. I think we lost Bun.
No, my brother's streaming music and apparently it just drains everything.
Which you really shouldn't. It doesn't take that much to stream music.
I got no idea what's happening. I just restarted the router like before the stream and everything was fine. And then I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if there's like a program in the background for someone's phone.
Probably.
Holy
Got the Apple
shit.
spyware. Because Google needs to know how much you weighed before you took a shit and how much you weighed after.
Uh-oh. Should not have done that.
Did I anger our Google overlords? I noticed, Bun. She's in the stream chat now. Says she's having laptop issues. You've gone into the nether.
Yes, yes I have.
Where'd you build the portal? Because I'm going to be coming. Need to get me some quartz.
Oh, this is funky. No, I should have really done this up better, but whatever.
Did you put it in Grum's house?
Maybe I should rebuild it. I don't know.
Well, that's what you get for getting in the boat.
I am back.
Welcome, Butts.
Yes, I had a major issue there, but I am back, and I'm not sure which way I should be going.
And we have lost the waffle.
Damn it.
No.
Or at least we only lost you in game.
Hug.
Wow, that bad, huh? Fuck.
We flop. I parked my boat at your house again, Bun.
No, that's okay. I'm not there. That wouldn't bother me anyway.
Done some work on this since the last time I saw it.
Yep. What do you think?
I think it is a good bunner bunker.
It's got a roof on it. That's a really nice
Hey, there's a
addition.
baby villager.
Oh, they're
Hey, there's
repopulating.
another baby villager.
I'm waiting for the baby massacre when the
Yay.
Fen comes back in.
Where did you put the... Up there it is. Should have put it in Grum's house.
What?
Nether portal.
Oh.
Whoop.
Now I'm gonna rebuild it and sink it into the ground.
Oh,
My
Just to make this clear, you might want to get out of there before I start.
well, that's good news.
what?
What's good news?
I'm trapped.
No. Where are you trapped?
What happened?
I'm trapped in the Nether.
Why? What happened?
Oh my
You didn't
fucking
bring a flint
fuck.
and
I didn't bring a
steel.
flint and steel and there's a ghast.
Go get. I don't know. I'm still not home, or I would
Go find
help.
myself a
Oh,
Nether fortress and rescue myself.
Mhm.
oh, hold up. It's like the nether, like it's just the gate, right? That's down.
Yeah.
You just need to relight it, probably.
So if I jump through this nether portal, would it
That
direct me
should
to?
reactivate it.
Yeah, it should
That,
reactivate it.
yeah.
All right.
But if a gas is there shooting, it might
I got a flint and
trap both
steel.
of them. All right.
Ah! Holy shit! Teleport! 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 Okay. You should be able to come back, I think.
Fuck you, ghast. Fuck yourself. Release me.
Yes, you're back.
It's off again.
Yay. I'm only 1,800
yeah.
meters away from home, so.
Damn it.
I accomplished my goal.
Yes, pick up the fucking axe.
I fucking found another village.
Neat.
This is a small village, I think. Or did I just come back to the one I was at before?
Oh, for the
No,
love of
this is.
fucking God, just break.
Oh, there's a blacksmith. With a big hole in the wall. There's a disenchanter. Ooh, apples. Iron horse armor.
One has built a large acacia and stone house.
Apple, apple, apple. 1 diamond. Ooh. They're spoiling me. Loot.
Fancy.
I want some iron pants. I have iron pants now.
Ah, she has the iron panties.
I'm just walking around topless is all. Iron horse armor. Horse armor.
Don't say her car is topless. Say the titties are out. No one will get that reference.
Sounds familiar.
Now I shall pig boat back home.
Wow. I don't know if this building is incomplete or if they want villagers to die in lava. Because the blacksmith lava is uncovered. I could get into it really easy. Like, die from being stupid. I'm going to cover it up enough so the villagers, at least the adult villagers, can't get in.
Sounds yogurt.
Now, if the children get into it, that's the children's problem. They shouldn't be playing in that.
Cover it up so the kitties can't get into it.
Yeah. All right. I will. Nobody needs that lava anyway.
Excellent.
Needle.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay. What am I doing here?
There's probably a workbench in here in this village somewhere.
So we were on episode 5 at the orgy scene.
Yeah.
It's like there's an orgy in my pants and everyone's invited.
I'm gonna have to decline. I'm washing my hair that night.
So that's 1.
Too bad, it's a magical orgy. Everyone has to go.
3.
Yeah.
Because magic.
1, 2, 3.
I do hear a baby villager. Oh, it's a baby villager jumping on the bed. So yeah, he walks in on a orgy, and the bard is still dying. He's coughing up blood and stuff, and someone snags him and is petting his head while he's coughing up blood. And Geralt seems to be immune to the spell, so
Yes, he's immune to the orgy magic. I think the Witcher is very magical resistant, is what it is.
yeah, but not 100% magically resistant.
But
I
not
think what
100%,
happened.
no.
I think what happened with the Jinn and the Bard, it's like the Bard tried to take control,
Bard
and the
stole his
Jinn the
wishes.
the,
Yeah,
the Jinn doesn't like that. But yeah, it was Geralt who had the wishes not.
yeah. Don't
Yes, and
steal wishes.
oh, we missed the best part. Sock full of quarters.
Ah.
As he's riding in, the mayor's
Oh yeah.
bodyguard's like, "Oh, you need to pay coin to get in here," and he pulls out a coin sack and says, "I have coin," and then bashes him in the fucking head with it.
Yep.
I loved it. That was great.
Yep. All right. I'm going to sleep. We don't get in bed, you dumb assholes.
No,
Talking to the villagers, but yeah, get in bed, you dumb assholes.
Whew,
I am in
getting
bed.
late.
I'm in bed. And a
So
villager came. Two villagers are standing on me.
I was
Get out of
entertained.
my bed, you
I was entertained by the
bitch.
orgy scene because it seemed like the townspeople were a bit stuffy, and she was like, "I'm gonna fix y'all."
Yeah, I'm gonna make y'all have fun against your will.
I don't care if you want to have fun, you're gonna have fun.
Yep.
I got a giggle out of it.
Yep. I wish I had a saddle because I would get this donkey and ride it home.
And of course, she heals the bard's throat,
Tries to force him to wish, but he can't because he's not the wisher.
and she gets some she gets or she gets some control over Geralt and makes him go on a ass whooping spree.
Yep.
And the people whose asses he whooped are
We don't get
unhappy
to see
about it.
it. Yeah, we don't get to see that because he wakes up in jail.
And the jerk ass is beating him, and he wishes that
Like
his head would explode or something, and his head
he
explodes.
said, I wish you would blow up or something, and he did.
Yes. And it's like,
I
oh,
hear a
you've
whiny
got the
dog.
wishes, and we see one of the marks on his arm
No,
disappear.
he's got or no adds art mark.
Oh, it added a mark.
Yeah,
Has it
he
added
ended
What
up
was
it?
with
his
3 marks.
What was his first wish?
I don't know. Probably to sleep, even though he didn't get to.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can look this up.
So yeah, and Yennefer is trying to steal the Jin's
Become the
power.
become the vessel of the Jinn, and it'll kill her. It's obvious that it'll kill her because she's struggling to contain the power. And Geralt hasn't used his last wish, and she's already like containing it. I thought she, I don't know.
She was already trying to contain it, and it just wasn't working
Yeah.
because the last wish hadn't been made yet. Kind of a deal, I think.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. That was
Mhm.
pretty cool. And Geralt comes in. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to save this beautiful witch because the power of boners is
Yeah,
powerful."
he's definitely not one to abstain from
Boner.
physical pleasure. Yeah, he bangs. There's a scene with him with a prostitute. He'll pay for it. He's willing to pay for it.
Just kink shame him, why don't you?
I'm not. I'm just saying.
That's the song for season
You
two.
would
Don't
think.
don't kink shame your witcher.
I would figure he's well, but people hate witchers. But like he's not a bad looking guy. Yennefer doesn't mind that he's a witcher. She'll bang him, and I don't think that prostitute seemed to mind banging him either.
They'll bang,
She's like,
okay?
yeah. I see some other shit.
Um, for farmers, if you keep giving them food, they'll start spreading it to other people, won't they? And then
You
they'll
give them
breed.
seeds and they'll plant them.
I believe that any villager will pass out food. I'm not
Yeah,
entirely
give it to.
sure.
Yeah, any villager, I think, including ones without occupations. If they have bread, you just throw it to them, they absorb it.
So, and then she's about to get murdered by the pissed off Jinn, and Geralt makes his last wish, which we don't get to hear.
Oh, yeah.
No.
But whatever it is binds his and Yennefer's fates.
Yes.
Yep. And then they bang.
And then they bang. They
And then
bang so
between
hard it
episodes.
causes a singularity that.
Kisses. All right, I'm in a war motion or a. I don't know if it's a war motion or a lukewarm motion, but I don't know how near I am to you, but I'm going to check these runes out and see if there's. Oh, yay! It's a asshole. You don't have a pitchfork though, so.
Is Grim on? Did Grim get on the server?
No, it's I was talking about
Teasing.
That was dangerous.
I will murder you. Come here.
Yeah, we shouldn't speak about him, although he's smart PM.
Oh, I was fighting a creeper next to lava.
That's smart.
So
Oh,
yes,
it's a
Something
baby
to
drowned.
speak of.
that was the meeting of the Witcher and Yennefer.
Yep.
And the bard got
Toss a
saved.
coin here, Jennifer. Yep. And they have a tentative friendship, even if Geralt doesn't want to call it that.
Although he kind of acts like a jerk there at the end to him to get him to go away. Probably, presumably to try and keep him out of danger.
Maybe. I don't know the last. Well, we're not up to that yet. Lots of wheat. But yeah.
And episode 6 is the dragon hunt.
Yeah.
Where we get to meet some dwarves.
I found a buried treasure map. Yep.
Yay.
And a guy and his two ladies. And the two ladies don't want anything to do with the bard. Oh, wait, that was that episode. And the ladies don't want anything to do with the bard because their master is the most beautiful.
Yeah.
Which confuses him. Doesn't confuse me, because had anybody
We
not
saw.
figured out the next plot point?
No, we knew.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey. Welcome back, guys.
No.
Are you having waffle troubles?
The only the only reason I knew that the gold dragon was in a human form is because in D&D.
Yeah, dragons do that. Well, not just gold dragons, all dragons do that.
Where are you, you little asshole? I'm gonna kill ya. I don't know where the baby zombie is, but I won't be able to sleep tonight if I don't kill him. I think he's gone away. No, he has not gone away.
That was a thing.
No. Let me know if it's getting dark, because I'm underwater.
Oh, would you all fuck off?
No.
No.
I'm here. I have a right to be here. I won't be ignored.
Fucking skeletons.
Ah, there's the baby zombie being an idiot.
So yeah, the dragon episode. They're tasked with going to hunt a dragon, and they go to hunt a dragon. It's a green dragon. It's behaving
Mm.
a little awkwardly, and my first thought is, well, there's fucking obviously a fucking dragon egg involved.
Mm.
And they start talking about gold dragons and how they're not a myth, they're super rare. It's like, yeah, this guy's the gold dragon.
It's like the only way a golden dragon would exist if it was made intentionally, and no one's disputing that, Witcher. That doesn't mean they don't exist. I'm gonna drown. Ah, there we go. Excuse me. Oh, fishing pole! Yay! It's a luck of the C3
Nice.
and an emerald and 3 wheat and a bunch of rotten meat that I'm just gonna leave in there. I got a treasure map and I'm gonna look at it real quick. I'm way north, west, way northwest of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only going to reset my router again.
Okay. Hug.
I'll be right back.
I don't know if there's still ruins, but I'm gonna. It's getting dark
Mm.
because I got myself a little safe hidey hole in the under the water, so I can put my bed down.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking if you had a sponge on you when you go exploring, them wrecks would be nice
Well, the
little
doors are still
hideaways.
working. So the doors are still working like doors are supposed to work. Well, like doors work before the yeah, doors are still blocking water
In this version.
in this version. So for now you can still do that. I'm in bed
Well,
under the ocean.
I was thinking if you had the sponge, you could clear out the
The
area
ship.
past the door, the ship area past the door, and just be like, "This is my house for the night."
Hmm. Yep. I am up. Good morning. Is Ace coming back? Or is he gone for oh yeah, he was going to reset his internet.
Yes. That's why I stopped talking Witcher.
Yeah. And I got this. And I lost a door. Mm.
Whee.
It's got to be up in here. It hadn't had time to disappear. Mm. Or did I leave it? Maybe it's stuck. Yep, there it is. So, 2 ruins here. There may be more. I'm going to look around a little bit. We'll make some more doors.
And I know it's a little late into the stream, but do the things!
Yep, touch the bell.
Like,
Like
comment,
thing.
subscribe, molest the bell.
Yeah, touch that bell.
Touch
Like
that bell like Joe Biden touches an underage constituent's child.
the Hello?
Yeah?
Was that Ace disappearing?
I do not know.
It's the disappearing Ace trick. I should light this hole up just in case. Where's my damn torches? Here we go. I'm leaving a door behind to block the water. Yep, there's more ruins right over here. I just didn't look at them. Oh, that startled me. Welcome back.
Yeah, I think it seems to be better.
Welcome the butts.
Mhm. One thing I've noticed, and I don't know if this is still true, but in the past with the door trick, if there are drowned around, they won't attack you while you're standing in the air pocket underwater.
Huh. That's interesting.
Well, this is,
Well, what?
what the fuck? Alright, there we go. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
What are you
I'm
noping?
not equipped to handle that.
What?
Cave spiders.
Oh,
Mm. Do you want help? I could stop fooling around and come back. Ooh.
I'll be equipped to handle cave spiders eventually.
All right, just not right now.
Just for now, they can spider off.
Mhm. I wish I had silk touch. I'd take the sea lantern. It's underground, so. Let's see. Coal, gold nuggets, and other treasure map. I bet it's the same map. What do you want to bet? Any takers?
I am not a betting man. Mostly because I
Alright,
always lose.
I'll go compare, and if they're the same, I'm leaving it. They are the same.
So how's the enchanting area coming, Ace?
got 3 books up.
Yeah, I didn't see any bookshelves in any of the villages I found. I'm just gonna leave it on the floor to despawn.
As soon as you can kill more cows.
Terrible, just terrible.
Indeed.
This is a neat ruin.
Is this all
Feed
grown
the
up?
cows.
HDMI.
Down the shadow. I hear some drowned. Oh, another. Oh, luck of the sea one. You need me to bring it back? I can sacrifice something. Oh. Cactus green dye. Our green dye doesn't need to be brought back. No, I'm trying to escape you. Trying to escape. Let me free. Alright, I will continue home. I've got my inventory's full. I'm having to pick and choose what I take.
That'll learn you. So, where were we? Do we want to continue?
Sure.
Ace? Okay. Just making sure you're still here.
There's a pirate ship.
So, there's a big fight and they saved a baby dragon.
The egg. It doesn't. We don't get to see a baby dragon.
They saved the egg. It is
Just
the
a
egg,
boring egg.
which is
Egg.
kind of like the way, but it is the egg.
Yes.
Of course, Geralt was taught that not all like dragons aren't evil or something. And of course, we get the scene with the knight being a douche.
Yep. Killing
And of
a.
course, he gets his comeuppance very quickly.
Yeah.
Stabbed while shitting. got his throat cut while shitting by the Reavers, who are also douches.
Yeah.
Yes. I did enjoy the fight between the would-be killers of dragons and Geralt and Yennefer and the two
Yes.
Batwomen.
They do goo.
Mhm.
Fight scenes are all well done in this.
Yes.
So I definitely got no complaints about the fights. Okay, lag.
Ooh, block. Another treasure map. Let's see if this one's different. They are all the same. I'm not. Next time I see a treasure map, I'm not touching it. Paper.
Did you find the
I don't
treasure
need
yet?
that. No, I need to find the treasure. I need to take this map and burn it or something.
As one does.
Mhm.
So what was next? Episode 7 was next. What was episode 7?
Not. I'm not remembering.
It wasn't set up for episode 8, was it?
Yennefer. Oh wait. Was the dragon one a one part or a two part?
Dragon was one part.
Okay. Then I feel like it was because Yennefer, the dragon reveals what Geralt's wish was, and Yennefer gets pissed because,
Yeah.
yeah, and walks off. And then he gets mad and yells at the bard and blames him. But it's not the bard's fault, it's his own fault.
Yeah, the dragon was kind of an asshole.
Well, he
He's
was
like, I'm
saying
gonna
he was,
shit on everybody's fucking dreams right here.
well, he was like, I'm going to give you a little pain now to spare you a lot of pain later.
Yes.
If
And
it's
he
dark out, let me
does.
know. I'm underwater and I can't see very well right now because I don't have a way to place a torch.
Ye have no church.
I don't have a place to put one
It's
because
getting dark. Sun's going down
I
eventually.
think I want to disconnect for a bit.
Though there's time yet.
All right.
So what was episode 7?
Mm, wasn't it Siri
So
and
the
the
getting the battle or preparing for the battle with or was that a
wasn't it
Yennefer go?
Siri and the Doppler?
Oh yeah, there's that. That was part of. That's the thing is like the way the timelines are. It's so fucking.
Yeah, all this time the army of scrotum soldiers is looking for Siri. I don't. God, episode 7. I'm drawing a blank. I'm in bed, by the way.
Okay. And disconnect, by the way.
It is morning.
Good morning.
I don't know why I'm drawing such a blank on episode 7. Yes, things were happening with Siri because Siri exists still somehow for some reason.
Because she'll be important later.
Need to get me some look of the sea.
Can you enchant fishing rods, or do you have to find them enchanted?
You can enchant them. You can also find them enchanted.
Yes. That'll help. Whoops. So what was episode 7?
Don't know.
Does anybody remember?
I know that they had to get prepared for the tower, but I think that was all episode 8. For the defend that one place. Or was that a two-parter?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I'm just not. I'm not brain good on it.
Yeah, we should have watched them sooner or rewatched them without the fin.
Yeah, probably.
Finn has to be proud of himself. He makes us forget things.
All right, I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna search. Okay.
What's up?
Ah, my brain.
You playing do goo?
Episode 7 was before a fall. There it is, recap. Yeah, I guess it is a setup for episode 8.
That's what I thought.
And this is after Siri parts ways with her little elf
Yeah.
friend that got pissy with her for reasons.
Yeah. She ordered him to kill something,
Yeah, that was probably why.
or she ordered him to kill something, and he's like, "You can't do that." And she's like, "I'm a princess. I have to make these decisions." And he's like, "Well, fuck you. I'm going somewhere else where I don't have to
Screw you guys,
deal
I'm
with."
going home.
Like, fuck you. I want to go somewhere where I don't have to deal with people killing everybody.
Yeah. So episode 7's all preparation for episode 8. Which is what Geralt was doing when that one kingdom fell to
Yeah.
the Scrotum army. I don't remember their names either.
Yeah.
But they're all religious nuts, and they're attacking this one tower thing that's,
Because it's the gate to the north, basically.
yeah, basically in their way between where they're going and where they are.
Now I can see.
Episode 8
Now I
was
can.
really good.
It was very actiony packed. There was a battle going on and Geralt doing his thing at the same time.
So we're just gonna probably talk about this more next stream.
Yeah, maybe go rewatch
Yeah,
some things.
definitely. 'Cause my head's hurting and I'm a bit tired.
Yeah.
I've been screamed at by cats all day.
Hug.
I did
I
have a
must
nice
listen
cuddle
to the
nap.
phone. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Lucy cuddled up next to me on the bed, and I was petting him, and I fell asleep. Ignore the yawn in between words.
Oh, I found some good stuff.
Bun found
I
some
found
good stuff.
I
Yep.
found lots of coal. Holy shit!
Bun found all the cocaine.
Yep. I'm gonna snort it all and y'all can't have any.
She will now proceed to party hard.
Mm-hmm.
40 pieces of coal. Nice.
I need to make room in my inventory. It'll be back.
Ace found his special surprise from Santa's sack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does sound a bit like everybody's kind of sleepy
Yeah.
tonight.
He's sleepy, sleep time.
Is everybody sleepy tonight?
I got a bit of a headache.
Waffle?
I'm fine. I think.
Sounds like Ert.
Yogurt.
Sounds like yogurt.
Sounds like yogurt. Oh, excuse me. I am forever going to have the allergies issues.
Well, we haven't dropped any frames, but I keep losing my stream on my end.
Hmm.
Beesh. So what do we think of The Witcher as a whole, this whole series?
I
Well,
love
what
it.
I know of it, it's pretty cool.
Well, the TV series, Bun.
Okay. I thought it was pretty cool.
I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
I thought Henry Cavill as Geralt and whoever it was that played Yennefer really killed it.
Hmm.
Whoever it was that played Triss should be recast.
Oof.
If they survived,
She survives. Yeah,
she
spoiler.
does. Oh, because she was like really injured at the battle. Looked
Yeah,
like.
which is an excellent opportunity for her to go back into the cutting room and be recast. I mean, transformed.
Hmm.
Why don't you like her?
Oh,
Because she doesn't look anything like Triss, or act anything like
it's
Triss, or
it's like they didn't. It's like they were so busy trying to get everything else right that just that one thing. But I don't know from anything, so
like I do know what Triss is supposed to look like, and I do kind of know
she's
what
a
she's supposed to
redhead
act like.
with fair skin. So
And they did not do good there.
maybe she was nepotism or something related to somebody or
Like
some.
I don't think she's got the right personality at all. And again, I could be wrong. So really liked the first season of The Witcher. Really disappointed
Then
that
it
it's going to be
continues.
12 years till the next season.
Don't forget it exists by then.
Cavill's on too many side quests.
Yes, Cavill needs to
Dolphins.
stop doing the side quests and get at least as long as you're not in the boat with the pig chicken, that's fine.
A pig chicken?
Pig chicken.
You think a dolphin could accidentally jump into someone's boat?
Probably it's Minecraft, so
Mm.
it does
No, I
sound
have
like something that would
dolphins.
happen.
I have dolphins flapping around me.
Flapping? They're fapping at you?
Yes, they're flapping at me. You know how dolphins are. Very inappropriate.
How dolphins do. So if we were to rate The Witcher season 1,
I liked it out of 10.
me too.
Yes, me too.
And we're not Witcher fans. We've established that much, yes.
Hmm.
Well, we're not Witcher. We weren't
We're
Witcher
just
fans going into it.
we're just people.
No, we've been
Normal,
paid for
not
this.
insane.
We're just normal people. We
Pansies.
put our pants on 2 legs at a time like everybody else.
2 legs and one pant, one 2 feet and one pant leg at a time. That's how Noah does it, right? And then you trip and fall, and then you lay on your back and pull them up.
Seriously though, whoever
Hmm.
come up with 1 leg at a time is an idiot. You cram them both in there and you jump and you cram your fat ass into your pants like everybody else does. To the
Well,
force
that's
of
what I do.
gravity.
Oh no,
Unironically, that's what I do.
I
I
will
just
disconnect. It's
feed and
dark.
rip them up.
Then when your
I'm on
cheeks
the
clap and
ocean.
set off the proximity alarm at the nearest space station,
Hmm.
Well, how do you know?
they're like, "You're trespassing with your thick ass."
Hey, pup.
Hmm.
I got a puppy. Hello. I gave him a bath today.
Bunny had a puppy.
He, and he jumped out of my arms and his feet were wet and all 4 of his feet
I am
went
in bed.
and he busted his face on the floor and started crying.
And we're gonna wrap up
Yeah.
the stream.
Poor
This
dog.
is at least this is one of those points where we can just keep playing
Yeah.
because we don't really care about the
This
gameplay
is
as
just
much as the
fun.
yapping,
Yep.
Indeed.
which is nice.
Yes.
All right, if you watched the stream, thank you for watching the stream. Damn it. Thank you for watching the stream. If you are
Like and
watching this
subscribe.
later, do the things. Subscribe, follow
Hit the
on the
bell.
social medias. I will do the social media wall of. I will do this wall of stream at some point in time.
Yeah.
Just I will get to that as soon as I can
Give us
remember when I'm
money.
awake. Yes, send us money.
Yeah, money's good. I need a new computer. Mine's a computer instead of computer.
Send us money and you will go to heaven. Our heaven has a mead goat. It lactates mead.
4 different kinds: lager, meat, schnapple.
Just saying.
There's even diet mead.
There's even diet mead. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, Doctor.